fellow dearest community and Coinstore users and Coinstore community. We are once again here, ladies and gentlemen. We are once again here back in our Coinstore Live, Star of the Month. And today we have a very special guest from the Indonesia, one of the top GameFi Indonesia project for today. So the agenda for Star of the Month, we will have two segments. One segment we will cover questions that is coming from the Coinstore, coinstore.com, and the other one will be coming from our community itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me introduce you to today our guest. Okay, so I'm the host. I'm Juno today, Juno from Coinstore. Then we're gonna start the live right now. Okay, so for the guest today, we have the avid crypto maniac since 2017 with an undergraduate finance degree from Indiana Kelley School of Business. Started out as an equity research analyst, analyzing stock fundamentally with different types of valuation. Worked in companies such as Alliance, Mandiri, Atta, Indodax, and IDK Foundation. Not so sure if I pronounce it correctly. So excuse me if I didn't pronounce it correctly. All right. This project, it's Komoverse. So Indonesia top GameFi project. The company bio has the ultimate gaming experience and immersive one-stop hub for exciting games and entertainment and reward. So without further ado, let me introduce you to our guests, Mr. Hendry, Halim, and also Mr. Leonard. We may start the AMA Coinstore of the Month right now. So, Mr. Hendry, maybe you want to introduce yourself to our dearest Coinstore community and ladies and gentlemen who's watching the show today, or maybe you want to give a shout out to them right now.
Yes, so hello guys, I'm Henry, one of the co-founders of Komoverse. And then I want to shout out to Coinstore team for having this AMA. And thank you guys so much for basically setting all of this up. And here's one of my team members, Leo.
Hi guys, I'm Leonard, the community manager of Komoverse. I'm very excited to share about Komoverse with you guys and hope you guys enjoy this AMA. Have fun.
Wow, that's a very nice and sweet introduction that I like. The Mr. Henry is also known as the Komo man, which is the Komodo dragon. You know, he's always holding the Komodo dragon by his side. So yeah, this is one of his trademark because his game is related to Indonesian Komoverse, which is the Komo dragon. Yeah, correct. I don't know how you call it, but it's Komo dragon. Yeah. So anyway, Komodo dragon. Sorry, Komodo dragon. So let's start off with the AMA by some of the questions from Coinstore.com. Okay, so how did the team actually came out with the idea of starting this GameFi project? Maybe you want to share a little bit about the introduction of your background project. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, I started crypto in 2017. So I'm pretty early in crypto. And then most of me and my crypto friends, we invest in a lot of projects as well. So we invest in crypto and then we invest in some at crypto projects like seed round and those kind of things. And also, we also invest in NFTs. But some of the investments turns out to be mostly like we got rug pull and scam. So what we do is instead of basically investing in rug pull or scam project, we decided to create this project, bootstrap, and show the people that actually with little fundraising and everything, actually we can deliver a strong product to the community. So right now in Komoverse, we basically have our own GameFi. And other than that, we also have the Game Hub. So for the GameFi, we have two games. Like one is the Auto Chess game, and the second one is our Flappy Bird game. So that's currently what we're working on right now.
Wow, looks like a good progressing GameFi project for the Indonesia market and also the Southeast Asia. So let's move on to the next question. Are you a global project or a local project at present? Is there any market that you are focusing on, or is it related to building and growing to gain customers, users, or partners? Which region are you more focused on for this Komoverse GameFi project? Yeah, maybe you'd like to share with our viewers as well. Yep.
Yes. So right now we're focusing on 4 languages: English, Bahasa Indonesia, Mandarin, and also Hindi. So basically, these 4 languages covers over 50% of the global population. So we currently roll out marketing both in Indonesia and also Philippines. So mostly we'll focus on these 2 regions first, and then later on we'll basically onboard the global landscape. So I want to show a little bit of my share screen so you guys can see basically like the screen. So in here, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, so in here basically we have English, Indonesia, Chinese, and then Hindi. So if you just click and then it'll just change the languages both in-game and also in the interface. So we have like the Mandarin version here, and then we also have the Hindi version, which is the Indian language. Later on, we'll cover basically more languages to cover the global landscape. Yep, that's all. Thank you.
Wow, totally went into the localization part of the business, which is, being able to build the community with the native language for the country itself. I think this is a good way, to let your project speak directly to the region itself. This is a good strategy as well. So let's move on to the next question will be, what are some of the competitive advantage for your project? Maybe you'd like to carry on, share. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, when we started Komoverse, we want it to be different. So there's a lot of pain points in Axie. So one of the key things that we want to solve compared to the Axie Infinity game is basically we want to make sure the rewards are sustainable. So most of the rewards we packed it to the US dollars. So to make sure like the early users, the early adopters, and the one who's coming in late who purchase the NFT, they get a sustainable reward. And then the second thing is basically we make sure our gameplay is interesting. So the entertainment value of the gameplay is high. And then the third thing, we make sure we have an easy onboarding. So for any Web2 users who want to onboard, who is not familiar with like MetaMask, Phantom Wallet, those kind of private key wallet, they can just easily onboard using Google sign-in, Gmail sign-in, and everything. And then we have a semi-custodial wallet basically attached to that Web2 account. So all of those users who basically want to store their NFTs, they can just store it using basically their email. So it's easy for users to onboard to the platform. So that's one of the few key competitive advantages compared to our project. And then finally, we also want to do like later on, we'll do a community airdrop. So we want to follow like the Pepe style. So like in Pepe, it's more like a community project. It's more decentralized. So it's better like for the whole project and the community, not a centralized project in which most of the founders and the teams hold the tokens. So we want to make sure the token supply mostly is also decentralized around the world.
Right, nice. Viewers, listen up. So it's very decentralized, easy onboarding process. I think this has been factored in for the project. A good initiative as well. I managed to learn a little bit about the projects today. So let's move on to the next question will be, what success have you achieved on the roadmap so far, and what are your future plans?
Yes, so right now we have our alpha version of the Como Chess game. So if you guys played like Magic Chess, Teamfight Tactics, Mobile Legends, those kind of MOBA, Dota, and the Lords game, so it's kind of similar to their game, but we introduced back like elements and those kind of things. And then we have done a closed alpha with around 500 to 1,000 gamers, both in Indonesia and Philippines. So we have like old OG X Infinity players playing the game, and they said the game is quite fun and addicting. So I hope it's kind of good news and good traction going on from there. And then going on forward, we also do major updates on the game to make sure it's better. And then this year later on, we'll launch it on PC and also on Google Play Store on Android. So yeah, that's our current progress so far with the games. And then Leo can actually share a bit of the game updates on the screen, so you guys can actually see instead of hearing me talking all the time.
Sure, I believe seeing is better for the user to visualize your game.
So here's a bit of the game updates, different types of skills and both active and passive skills. Leo, you can turn the volume a bit. So that's a little bit of on our game update. So you guys can see, as you guys can see. Yeah. Thank you.
Nice immersive viewing experience as well as the gameplay. I could hear the sound effects. Okay, so next let's ask some questions regarding from Coinstore also. So we often discuss success story. Maybe you can share with us what are some of the errors or challenges faced while you are developing this game. Also some of the challenge that you have encountered, yeah, over this process.
Yes. So basically, in every game development journey, there's obviously sometimes there's bugs and those kind of things. So just some of the few challenges in terms of developing a game and making sure it's also sustainable. And then right now we have basically we also have sometimes we have, let's say we have, let me share my screen. So now we also update like some. So before we have like this simple website, like you see, there's the Chainlink price API, price feed, and everything. It's kind of a simple website, but we hear some of our community who say we have a lack of improvement in the website. So later on we'll basically revamp all of this website into a newer one. So it's much more dynamic and it's much more better, right? So here we have different types of videos. And then also we have like different deposits and withdrawals on the wallets and everything. So some of the challenges is that, and then also in terms of marketing, so we have like kind of difficulties in terms of doing marketing and putting our products out there. So I think we have a very strong product, but marketing have been one of the key challenges in our project. So we need like more marketing figures and marketing exposure in terms of the Web3 landscape. So right now we are doing it with Coinstore and working marketing together with Coinstore. But I hope in the future we can also do more marketing with more key influencers in the Web3 landscape. Yeah.
Wow, nice. Seems like you got it all planned out for the project itself. Is a good progression, and I look forward to seeing more coming from the GameFi project itself. Okay, let's move on to the segment 2 of this section, which is questions coming from the community. So how do I actually acquire the necessary tokens or currency to participate in the minting process? Will there be any benefits or bonuses associated being one of the first to mint a Komoverse NFT? This is one of the user coming from ID Love 2019. This is his ID. So yeah, just feel free to answer his question.
Yes. So basically after the IEO on the 14th, so we will launch the Komoverse NFT minting on the 17th, just after the IEO. Those who have the Komo tokens can mint 1,000 exclusive NFTs basically, and then these NFTs is basically used to play the Komo Flap game, games reborn of the Flappy Bird game. If you guys have played like the Flappy Bird game, and then those playing these rewards who end up in the top leaderboards will end up getting rewards like USDT, Komo tokens, Solana tokens, those kind of things. So basically, 100% of the prize pool from the NFT proceeds will go directly into the prize pool and will reward all of those winners basically with USDT. So let's say if you guys receive like the Harambe NFT, which is very rare, around 1% of the supply, the multiplier rewards for that NFT in the Komo Flat game is 10 times. So let's say you invest $100, you can expect around $1,000, assuming like you score high in the leaderboard as well. Yeah. So here, let me show you a little bit on the Como Flap game. So here you just hover into the Como Flap. You click the Como Flap. Yep. And then basically, no, it's still in React. Wait a moment. Yes, you click the Como Flap, right? You just go to the Play Now later, basically. And then once you go in the Play Now, you can directly test the game. Still loading. So loading takes a bit of time. So you just click that, and then you can just basically play this game. Once you play, then you'll end up like in the leaderboard. So there's like a leaderboard, let's say score of like 52, 47, 41. So all of this score is gonna be in the leaderboard. You just can play, and then after that, when you play, you can get the reward. So the reward will be directly distributed to the account. Yeah. So a little bit of the gameplay and on the game.
Thank you for showing us that. I think it looks very interesting, the game itself. So let's go to question 2 coming from the community, one of the ID, which is Prince OCOD4. In this season of bear and competition, how Como token, KOMO token, is going to survive this turbulence in the crypto market space? Maybe you can share with us. Yeah.
Yes. So how I envision this Como token is basically we make sure that the Como token is distributed fairly among the community. So we want to follow a little bit like Pepe. So what we do in Komoverse is basically all of the LP tokens, the liquidity pool tokens, we're gonna burn the tokens. So basically me and our team, we cannot withdraw. So let's say we have like 100,000 USDT pool in the liquidity pool. We're just gonna burn the LP tokens, and then we no longer can withdraw. So that reduces the selling pressure from the community, because sometimes they're scared, right? Let's say you guys invest a lot of Como tokens, let's say, or other project tokens, and then the developer suddenly withdraw the LP, and then boom, the price crash, right? So that's one of the key concerns. So we will burn all of the LP tokens in the market. That's one of the solution. And then the second thing is basically we want to make sure like we are profitable in the company. So what we do is basically we charge a small transaction fee. So let's say you guys mint the tokens, and then you buy and sell the NFT in the marketplace, and there's transaction volumes in the website and in the marketplace. We charge like 2 to 3% of like tax. We call it transaction fee, or like platform fee. Those tax or those fees, we will basically all of that profits, basically we will buy back the tokens, which will increase the buying pressure on the token. So most of the profits we will do a DAO system, and then the community of the tokens will decide what we will do with this treasury reserve. So let's say we make like 100,000 profit, 100,000 USDT on the platform, then we will do a community voting on what we will do with the money. So let's say the community decides, okay, let's buy back the tokens. That will create like buying pressure on the tokens, basically. Or let's say the community wants to airdrop the tokens to the NFT holders, then that can also be done, right? So it depends on what the community wants, and then we will follow with the community. So that's a few ways that we can reduce selling pressure and also increase buying pressure in the Como tokens.
Being community-centric is the way to go, caring about the community and let the community express what they feel is good for the direction of the project.
Correct. And here is a little bit on the token supply. So we have 50% later for the community pool, and then this is basically for the P2E pool, and then Radium, sex listing, team, and marketing. So in here you guys can see more on the Wikipedia. So for those of you who are using who are from Indonesia or from China, let's say, and you guys want to know more, so China is from the Chinese language is wiki.zh.comoverse.io. So you guys can look into all of the Mandarin here on the Como Hub, and in the introduction and everything, it's all in Mandarin. And those who's using Indonesian, they can go to wiki.id.comoverse.io. Sorry. Yeah, wiki.id.comoverse.io, and here you have all the Indonesian language, and also we have also for the Hindi language. Yeah, so that's all.
Language available in the native big markets that you want to conquer. Very good. Okay, next let's move on to the question 3 coming from the community. That will be from Mr. Crypto Shay Drugs. I'm not so sure if I pronounce it correctly. So the question that is coming from them is that how is Komoverse different from other games in terms of features? Because I noticed that the auto battle chess game is it also an RPG role playing game, which the character has a role. Maybe you can share more on this part. Yeah.
Yes, so basically it's a strategy turn-based battle. So basically what you do is every time you start the game, you start with 8 players. And then after that, the auto chess game starts with 8 players. You guys play PvP, player versus player, with 8 competitive players. So let's say you end up you are new, then you'll meet with beginner players, beginner pool players. And then if you are an expert, then you'll meet with the high MMR, high matchmaking rating players. So you start by 8 players, and then after that, what you do is basically you get a set of cards. So those cards are basically for you to play randomized. So you guys can pick, let's say you guys want to play more fire element of heroes, or you guys want to play more water element heroes. You guys want to play like different synergies. Let's say you guys want to play archer, or you guys want to play tank or whatever. Then you guys can set up the strategy and place that hero on the chessboard. So let's say you have like 5 or 6 fire heroes. Then those synergies bar on the top left on the game will basically pop up, and then you guys will create stronger hero pool synergies. So Leo, you can show a little bit on the game trailer and on the gameplay in-game footage. So here is a bit of the trailer, and then at the end of that there's like an in-game footage. The in-game footage. So on the top left you can see like different synergies, and then on the right is like the hero pool players. So this is like the fire map. Sorry if it's a bit lagging. I think it's because of the streaming.
Wow, the graphic
I
looks.
thought it's my audio. You're on mute, you know.
Sorry, I think the audio got a little issue, but overall, I think it's a fantastic graphics that I've seen from the video trailer. You know, getting our community excited. I'm also very excited seeing the video. Look forward to playing the game as well. So this time round, we have a user, which is a girl. Her name is ST235. This is ID. So what are the roadmap for your project development and growth? What milestones have been achieved so far, and what can we expect in the near future? Yeah.
Yes. So for the roadmap and what we've achieved so far, basically, we started this as a bootstrap project with little funding. So we've developed a very fun and entertaining game. So I think it's already a huge accomplishment, since most projects out there go fundraise millions of dollars, but they still have zero product, nothing. But right now we already have an alpha prototype of a product, and we're launching beta game of the game soon. That's one thing. And then the second thing, going forward, I think we'll list on more exchanges. So right now we're fundraising a little bit at Coinstore. So it will give us a bit of a runway. And then after that, with this funding, let's say we're fundraising 200,000, we will use the money to market more on the product going forward. And also we're gonna list on more exchanges. So by listing on more exchanges, basically it will increase the liquidity for all of the traders and users out there. And also it will create more marketing in terms of the product. So going forward this year, we'll probably list on more exchanges other than Coinstore as well. And then we'll do more marketing in terms of our roadmap. So currently we're partnering with a few guilds and also key opinion leaders here in Indonesia and in the Philippines. So some of them YouTubers, they have millions of subscribers, and we are in talks with them to make sure we can roll out and market the product, basically, with all of these experts and pro players playing in esports organization. Yep.
Well, with strong marketing and also some of the future collaborations pipeline outline within the ecosystem itself for the GameFi project, I believe this is going to take it to a new, greater height. So let's move on to the next question coming from Happiness Chalk. Yeah, Happiness Chalk. This is the ID name. Very happy. So can you elaborate on the community governance aspect of the project, and how do you ensure that like the community has a meaningful say in terms of the decision making processes and also the project development?
Yes, very interesting. So what we do is basically after we launch the phase 1 of the website and everything, a new revamp website, we will have a section on the website where it says forum. So in this forum, basically those who have Komo tokens, every single Komo token have one vote. So basically we will do a DAO forum in the section of the website, and then anyone can basically ask any questions and then answer anything. So basically we'll do votings, mostly a yes or no on the forum. And other than that, we also have Discord and Telegram. So in the Discord section, we have a community ask me anything question. So anyone who want to ask anything about the project regarding game updates or regarding what's the future roadmap or what's the marketing plan and everything, we are available 24/7 working. So we have around 25 people working on our team, and we are available 24/7. And our team are basically mostly some in Indonesia, and then some in India, and some also in Philippines. So we have three teams locating in 3 different regions, basically, working 24/7 on the product. So we started this project in 2021. Years right now on the project development. Yep.
Wow, surviving through the bear market is going to make your project even stronger, and I really look forward to more exciting development and the progression coming from your project itself. So with that, we come to the end of Star of the Month. Really my pleasure to have Mr. Hendry Halim and Mr. Leonard, the owner of Komoverse, Indonesia top GameFi project, chess game, and also next upcoming top GameFi project on Solana chain. Looking forward to speak to you guys again and on our next show. And thank you so much for the guest that is listening up to this Coinstore Live of the month, Star of the Month. Thank you, guys.
So thank you, guys. Thank you for all the 2,200 watchers. So I really appreciate it a lot for you guys listening to our AMA. So hopefully, if you guys have any more questions, we can answer after this AMA. But right now, thank you guys for listening, and hope you guys have a good day.
Thank you, guys.